Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. The Bears finally won an important game. But anyways, welcome back. I'm Yek Bayless, and we're going to get into some shit because today I'm doing my top 10 quarterbacks through the first 6 weeks. I just wanted to say that first of all, though, because holy shit, the fucking Bears finally won an important game. And they barely even won the fucking game. The Commanders, Jaden Daniels throws the balls to the running back's chest. Guess what? Jaden Daniels gets a fumble. I win my fantasy league by 1 point because Daniels fumbled. But anyways, let's get into it. Top 10 quarterbacks. We're going to start off, and this is through the first 6 weeks. So not week 6 or week 5 specifically. It's through the first 6. Out of these last 6 weeks, who's been the best overall. They had a bad game, but had a good game. They're somewhere in the middle. You know how it goes. All right, top 10. We're going to go number 10, Matthew Stafford. Stafford, it's hard to really judge this year because he's played pretty good. He has the most yards in the league, so you would think he'd be a little bit higher on the list. However, his red zone, when they get in the red zone, they stall. If you watch the Eagles game, they had 3 chances in the red zone, kicked fucking field goals on every single one of them. So Stafford is going to be number 10 for me because of that. He needs more in the red zone, just needs to be better and more efficient when he gets down there to that 20-yard line. Against the Ravens, too, I mean, had this been done a week ago, he might have been at 8 or 7. But against the Ravens, my God, I mean, if Lamar's in that game, I think the Ravens somehow win. He made the Ravens' defense look good. Matthew Stafford made the Ravens' defense look good. Also, don't help that they lost to the Niners, and they're not even first in their division. So I know that's a team thing, but still, that's on the quarterback as well. It took them a while to get going in that game. It took them to at least the second quarter in that 49ers game. So Stafford has been on and off. He's been more on than he's been off, but 10, I think, is a safe place to put him. Coming in at number 9, we have Justin Herbert. And I will say this, it's been a good year for Justin Herbert based on the circumstances around the league. So first of all, Herbert starts balling. His O-linemen aren't even, both his O-linemen are hurt. Alt and Slater are hurt to start the year. So, I mean, you think they're going to be bad, right? Nope, they're not bad. They just start rolling off, win 3 games in a row. Herbert looks phenomenal. Now, the last 3 weeks hasn't been looking good. Hasn't been looking good at all. But it's been good for him this year because of the circumstances around the league. Remember, Herbert was in the 2020 draft class with Joe Burrow and Tua. Well, Joe Burrow's injured right now, so he can't even perform. And Tua Tagovailoa don't even have a head anymore, and he don't know where to pass. He passes to the other team more than he passes to his receivers. The Dolphins are in shit right now. They are done. Miami, they didn't get hit with a hurricane. They got hit with a horrible football team that has no fucking defense and has no receivers now because Tyreek Hill lost his leg. So Tua, he's playing like ass, and Justin Herbert's playing decent, and Burrow's hurt. So it looks like Herbert's the best quarterback in the draft class this year, obviously. If Burrow was playing right now, you wouldn't be saying that. I'm telling you that right now. But because of the circumstances, it's benefited Herbert, and he's looked decent. He's looked decent for sure. There's a lot of those games that could have gone either way. The Giants game, they win. They could be 4-0 if they get the ball back. But he took a big sack and lost the game because of that. Got to throw that away. I think that discredits him a bit. But he made an incredible throw against the Broncos. I give him a shit ton of credit for that. So, I think 9's a good place to put him. Can't put him too high because the last few weeks haven't exactly been good. Losing the Giants is not great, and almost losing to Tua. I talked about shit about Tua. He almost lost to Tua, but in that third quarter, they picked it up and won the game. So, I'm going to put Justin Herbert at 9. He's put the Chargers in a position where maybe they can win the division. I hope so, because fuck the Chiefs. I hope they can win the division, but we'll see what happens. Coming in at number 8, we have Aaron fucking Rodgers. And this is what I'm talking about. All the people saying, oh my goodness, you got Aaron Rodgers. You went from Russell Wilson to Russell Wilson 2.0. You guys need to check yourselves. You ain't watching the games. You ain't watching the games. Maybe he'll be better than Russell Wilson. He is so much better than Russell Wilson. I mean, you want to talk about putting it in the breadbasket? Aaron Rodgers against the Cleveland Browns, fucking breadbasket. There was these throws I was watching Red Zone, and I saw some of the highlights of these throws. He was passing the ball to DK Metcalf, and the Browns defender was right here. His hand's right here, and here's the receiver. The ball goes right through the Browns defender and right into DK Metcalf. It was perfect placement. You could not place that ball better if you handed it to him. And then the one in the end zone, shot it to the end zone for DK late in the game that iced it. That one was perfect. So 2 perfect throws, and the Steelers are 4-1. When's the last time the Steelers have started a season off this good? 2020. Oh, we're not going to talk about that. That ain't going to happen again. But just the Steelers are playing phenomenal right now, and Aaron Rodgers deserves a lot of that credit. Finally, we have a capable quarterback. Finally, we don't have Kenny Smallhands. Finally, we don't have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Finally, we don't have Mitch Kissin Titties Trubisky, if you know what I mean. So finally, the Steelers have a capable quarterback, and they're playing good games, and they've won. Next, number 7, Josh Allen. Now, I will say this. Josh Allen probably had the greatest start to a season I think anyone has ever had. If you were to go and say, if you could make the best game you would ever want to play for opening game, the perfect game to get everybody on your bandwagon, you're going to win MVP. In a lab, you made that game, it would have been Josh Allen versus the Baltimore Ravens. Unreal game. For what did he throw for 400 yards? It was insane. And they beat them 41-40. They beat the Ravens in that game. Granted, a fumble helped them get in the red zone, but still, Allen was insane in that game. Despite his defense giving up 40, they still won the fucking game, despite not having Stephon Diggs anymore, despite his best receiver really being a second-year player, Keon Coleman. But since then, I don't know, they played some bad opponents, like the Jets, like the Dolphins, like the Saints, and they were 4-0. And then the last 2 weeks, when they played some defenses, you tell me. Josh Allen has not looked good. He had, 180 yards last night? I will say, if I did this 2 days ago, he probably would have been number 5. But last night, just disgusting. I mean, he had turnovers. He's had, they said 4 interceptions, 4 or 5 interceptions in his last 3 games. He's starting to turn into the Josh Allen from Wyoming, and that's not good. The young Josh Allen, where he was turning the ball over all the time. So first few weeks looked good, but played bad teams. Now, I don't know, not looking great. So Allen, he's gonna stay at 7 because the first few weeks kind of carry him. If it was just the last 2 weeks, he wouldn't even be top 20. Allen, number 7, number 6. Kermit the Frog. Patrick Mahomes is number 6. Patrick Mahomes played really good on Sunday, but I will say this too. I know I get called a Mahomes hater, obviously, so you'll probably think I'm hating on this too. The Lions had their whole secondary out. The whole fucking team was gone. Kirby Joseph came out of the game in, the third quarter? He was out of the game for at least 10 minutes or more of game time. Then he comes back crippled. He's back in the game, but everybody else is hurt. I mean, the Lions were so hurt, it was like the divisional round game last year against the Commanders, where they just got shit on, where they absolutely got destroyed. Their defense was completely beat up. Don't take too much into that Chiefs win. I know everyone's bragging about the Chiefs against, the Chiefs are back. I don't know if they're back. They played a really weak secondary in that game. Aiden Hutchinson can only do so much when there's nothing around him. And Mahomes, he was making passes, but a lot of them were wide open. But I put him 6 mostly because of how impressive the Chargers game was, the Ravens game. I mean, the Ravens don't have a defense. They're a ghost town. I mean, they go on defense, and it seems like 2 people are on the field, not 11. That's how bad their defense is. It's Kyle Hamilton, Nate Wiggins, and a bunch of bums. But when he was playing them, he balled 37 points. And against the Chargers, the defense lost him that game. So he played well that game. And the Jags game, he threw that pick 6. Now, if he doesn't throw that pick 6, he's probably higher on this list. I mean, if he doesn't throw that pick 6, they're 4-2. But they're 3-3. I think 6 is warranted. I ain't going to brash about him too much. All right? I ain't like these analysts. Mahomes, he made the best throw ever. Oh, my God, such a good... No, I'm not gonna be like that. Number 5, Sam Darnold. And he is balling right now. The Seattle Seahawks, they're not winning the division right now because of week 1. But week 1, I don't even think was Sam Darnold's fault either. And if it wasn't for his receiver in week 1 doing what he did, I think the Seahawks would be 5-1 right now. So if you don't remember, they are down 4 late in the game.
and Darnold has the ball. They're driving down the field. He throws the ball to the Seahawk receiver. I forget who it was. I don't think it was Njigba. It might have been, but I don't think it was. He throws it to the guy, and the guy lets the ball go through his hands, and the 49er intercepts it. I'm sorry, that's not Sam Darnold's fault. That is not Sam Darnold's fault. But if you talk about the teams he's played, the 49ers, when Bosa and Warner were in, and he played decent, he played well enough to win the game. The guy catches the ball. And week 2, yeah, he benefited from Caleb Johnson being a retard, but he worked the field against that Steelers defense. And the Steelers are known for their defense. And he worked the field against TJ Watt. So that's Nick Bosa played pretty decent against, TJ Watt decent against. In the Tampa Bay game, talk about the Tampa Bay game. He went toe-to-toe with you-know-who, who's also going to be higher on this list. So he did that as well. So we're going to see what's going to happen in them. And him and Smith-Njigba, one of the top 5 receiving connections with QB wide receiver duos in the league, maybe top 3, honestly. It's phenomenal what they're doing. It's phenomenal what Sam Darnold has done. He carved up the Saints, and you can laugh and say, oh, it's the Saints. Well, the Saints look pretty fucking good against everyone else. The Saints have lost pretty much every game, but every game by about 8 points. The Seahawks beat them 41-10. So you got to give Sam Darnold some credit for that. That's the only team that has killed the Saints. The Bills didn't kill them. The Patriots didn't kill them. No one has killed the Saints except the Seahawks. So they continue to do what they're doing. Beat the Cardinals well, played really well in that game. He's just been consistent, and that's why he's number 5 over these other guys. But number 4, even crazier, one-year wonder out of nowhere, 2022 all over again. Here comes Daniel Jones. Every 3 years, 2019, his rookie year, he played a pretty decent. 2022 took the Giants to the playoffs, and now 2025. Every 3 years, he's like, he comes back. Every 3 years, he's like, what the fuck's the 29th day of February? It's always leap year. He's like leap year. Every 3 years, he comes back to life. Daniel Jones is balling right now for the Colts, ladies and gentlemen. He is 5-1. And, I mean, he's not breaking a sweat. I mean, he's killing these teams. The Cardinals game was close, but he comes in, down 3, drives them right down the field, forces the Cardinals to go to the lane for the field, and they can't. Daniel Jones was showing his clutch ability in that game, and just in every game he's been balling. You know, he is completing 79.2% of his passes. That's 80%. Round that up. I don't care. That's 80% of his passes. It's unreal. Who thought the Colts were going to be good? I thought they'd have 1 win. They have 1 loss. Indianapolis, they're going to win their division most likely as well because the Jaguars dropped that game to Seattle. I thought if the Jags won that game, maybe it'd be a race to the end. But the Texans, they don't even know what an offense is. The Jaguars are too on and off, hot and cold, yes and no. Like, they're too on and off. The Colts right now are just consistent. Jonathan Taylor's balling, but I'm not going to take things away from Daniel Jones because he's still managing the field well. He's still making good plays. Daniel Jones still has to execute, and my God, if Adon Mitchell doesn't fucking drop the ball when he's going to score the touchdown, he's 6-0. Daniel Jones is 6-0 if he doesn't fumble the ball, his receiver, on an 80-yard touchdown. He just reaches the ball out like an idiot and fumbles it. And then DeMarc Carter for the Cardinals does it the next week. Daniel Jones is 6-0 if that doesn't happen. Colts are rolling. Their offense is looking the best it's looked since Peyton Manning in 2009. Oh, what happened that year, you ask? The Colts won the fucking Super Bowl. If that happens, hell has frozen over because I don't know if the Colts win this. I'm truly not prepared for the Colts winning the Super Bowl. But Daniel Jones deserves all the credit in the world. That's why I put him number 4 right now for me at 5-1. That's a little controversial considering who's number 3 because they don't have as good as a record. But again, it's player stats, not team stats. Number 3, Drake May from the New England Patriots. And Drake May has brought that team back from the dead. You thought they needed Tom Brady? Well, they did. They needed Tom Brady for the last 4 years. But now it seems like they can finally breathe again. Drake May is balling his ass off. I bet Bill Belichick wishes he had him in North Carolina. They basically traded Bill Belichick for Drake May. Deal of the fucking century. Drake May is going off right now. I saw on Red Zone the other day, he has thrown for 200 yards in his last 4 games each and 2 touchdown passes in each of those games. And he's got an 100 rating in every game except the game against the Raiders, which was week 1. And that's why I have him over Daniel Jones. I'm just using that as a write-off week. I don't think week 1 counts. I think they were trying to get everything situated, the team, the organization. Drake May is unreal right now. He outplayed Josh Allen on Sunday Night Football. Look what he did to the Saints. He tore them up in the first half. Say what you want about the game being close. The game was being close because New England's defense was bullshitting. Drake May had 3 touchdowns in the first half of that game. He's turned Stephon Diggs back into a good receiver. Diggs is back in his prime again. I mean, my goodness. And look at the other guys he's thrown to. That Douglas guy, I don't even know what his first name is. He is not throwing to great receivers, folks. These are not guys you expected to be good. Stephon Diggs, I guess. Hunter Henry's cool. But, I mean, Drake May is doing a lot with a little. And especially when you look at the Patriots' record last year, what he's doing has been truly insane. And if they don't fumble the ball 5 times against the Steelers, yeah, they fumbled the ball 5 times against the Steelers, he's probably even higher on this list. So, May, just phenomenal. He's looking like a young Josh Allen. He's looking like Josh Allen right now. He's looking like Mahomes. He's looking like whoever you think is the best quarterbacks every year consistently, that's who Drake May is looking like or outperforming in this case this season. And he has the Patriots right now, #1 in the division. You Bills fans can cry all you want. Stats don't lie and standings don't lie. Drake May is over Josh Allen the way he's played so far. #2, Dak Prescott. I'm going to tell you this. If this guy had a defense, if he even had something that resembles a defense, I don't even count the Cowboys as a defense. They are so bad defensively. I think it would be a good idea if they let the punt returner take the ball back for a touchdown every time they had the kickoff. Because, my God, they might actually be able to win games more doing that. Because, anyways, it just wastes the whole time. Dak can't even get the football back for 7 minutes because the other team's just going right down the field. If Dak Prescott had a defense, my God, I mean, they would be the best team in the league by far, bar none. I mean, he don't even have CeeDee Lamb right now. Look what he's doing with George Pickens. George Pickens looks like George Rice. I mean, he's insane. Pickens is going off. Javonte Williams, he's playing pretty good in the backfield, but Dak's making this thing go. He is making this thing go. He played that Week 2 game, Week 1 against the Eagles. He's balling. The rain comes, and all of a sudden it throws the whole rhythm off. They could have won that game if the rain didn't happen. Week 2, they play the Giants, and Russell Wilson's balling, but Dak wins. Russell Wilson scored 37 points. Didn't matter, 40-37. 2 weeks later, we're not going to talk about the Bears game. That was awful. 2 weeks later, he plays against the Packers, and he scores 40. Oh, that's enough to win. Nope, fucking tie. He scores 40 points, and they tie. 40 points, and you still tie. Like, come on. It's laughable how bad that defense is. He's put up 40 twice this season already, 34 or some on the Jets, and he put up 27, and people said it was a bad game this week. That's how good Dak has to play. If Dak doesn't play elite every minute of the game, they're going to lose by 20. That is how bad the defense is. He literally has to score every drive. If he does not score, they're going to lose. He looks like Joe Burrow last year. Dak, phenomenal. I'm proud of you. You're balling out. It don't matter. No Micah, no problem for him. On the offensive side, defensive side, oh, God, it's a horror show. It is a horror show. But that's why I'd have Dak Prescott #2 doing his thing consistent all year as well. Usually you'll have that Dak game where he's terrible. I guess you could say the Bears game, but Pickens dropped a touchdown in that game. And that could have maybe changed the momentum. So Dak, very consistent. But #1, this guy is playing so fucking good right now that I think this team is going to the Super Bowl. This guy is playing so good right now, he's making another team want to fire their owner. This guy is playing so good right now. Baker fucking touchdown maker Mayfield. I have to rave about Baker Mayfield because I cannot believe how good he's playing. He's back in college again. He is back at Oklahoma. He's making these defenses look like the Big 12. The Big fucking 12. Baker Mayfield is just running through these teams. One game after another. Game-winning drive after game-winning drive after game-winning drive after 40-point game after 40-point game. Emeka Egbuka, he's turned him into a top 5 receiver. The guy's a rookie. The last game they just played Sunday against San Francisco, Emeka got hurt, Evans was hurt, Godwin was hurt, No problem. I'll score 37 points with the 4th, 5th, and 6th string receiver. Give me a break. If any of you guys believe any of these 9 people I listed are ahead of Baker Mayfield, you guys are retarded. You guys don't know what you're fucking talking about. Baker Mayfield is so impressive. I know Browns fans right now are just punching themselves in the head. Jimmy Haslam's got to be punching himself in the head. You gave up on the guy. The guy had to believe the Bucks are going to the Super Bowl. The Buccaneers, you heard it here first, are going to the Super Bowl because of Baker Mayfield. If you would have told Buccaneers fans when Tom Brady retired that they'd have another chance to win a Super Bowl, they would have called you fucking nuts. The last time they won a Super Bowl was in 2002 with that Johnson guy. I don't even know his Brad Johnson, I think was his name. He wasn't good at all. People don't even remember him. He's going down like Trent Dilfer as one of the worst quarterbacks to fucking win a Super Bowl. But they would have said, you're nuts. We're not winning. We're not going to have a good elite quarterback play. Well, Baker Mayfield's elite, and he's playing the QB position better than anyone right now. And he's running the ball. Do you see? He juked out 3 defenders on Sunday. I have been so impressed with the way he's playing. I still have his Browns jersey, mind you, because I thought they were going to go far in the playoffs. My fucking fault. Of course, the Browns won't ever get anything. And then they get rid of him, and now he's going insane. But that's going to do it. That's my top 10. List them one more time. Matthew Stafford, 10. Justin Herbert, 9. Aaron Rodgers, 8. Josh Allen, 7. Patrick Mahomes, 6. Sam Darnold, 5. Daniel Jones, 4. Drake May, 3. Dak Prescott, 2. And Baker, touchdown maker, number 1. Mayfield. I have him on my fantasy team, too. He's the only thing keeping that fucking team afloat. Chase Brown don't do shit. Amari Hampton broke something. Nobody's doing shit. Devontae Smith's horrible. So Baker's keeping me alive in that league. But anyways, that's going to do it for today. I'm Yek Bayless, and I'm going to skip on out of here. We'll see you later this week.